Hey everyone, it's Angelo, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of an in-depth review of the Elgato Stream Deck, which I have right here. And I'm happy to share with most of you who have asked me questions as to how it works, what can it do, is it going to make my life easier? Yes. So let's dive into that and let's see what it looks like. So I wanted to get one for the longest time, and I thought to myself, hey, this is kind of neat, you know, something that I can press and play instantly. Instead of using the hotkeys on the keyboard as a shortcut, I can just click the button, I know what I'm pressing, and then the stream will be able to see it or hear it, depending on what it is that you're trying to do. So I have to say, the 15 button Elgato Stream Deck that I bought was reasonable at $150, and for what it does, you're gonna see why everybody's raving about it and how cool it is and how much of a difference it makes in your streams. So the box is pretty simple, you know. Here's the box. I already have it out of the box, but pretty much you get an instruction booklet, another booklet, the stand, and the Elgato Stream Deck itself. So everything's already out of the box. You know, the USB cable is attached to it. So this is my 15 button Elgato Stream Deck, and this is kind of neat too. So the stand that they give you like 4 different notches. So if you want to make it more straight, you can put it on the first notch. If you want it set back a little bit, you put it on the 4th notch. It's minimal. You know how far and how close you can do it, but it's okay because, you know, you adjust it to your standings. Hey, that's why it's a stand, right?
What's the deal with airplane peanuts?
Now that it's out of the box, let's see what the software can do and how to install it. To install it, first you need to go to elgato.com, and whether you plug in the device first or after is up to you. Once you get to the website, you're going to want to go to Stream Deck software, and what you're going to look for is this one right here, which I already have installed. So pretty much just download that, run it, pretty basic install, and when it's done, I will show you what it's going to look like. So you have the install all ready to go. Woo! Awesome. So anyway, this is my default profile. As you can see, I have some folders here and some chat commands here, which I'll get into. So this is pretty much what my Stream Deck looks like right now after one day of playing with it. So what I'm gonna do is I can create a new profile, and I can switch between the old one if I need to. And I love it. As soon as you switch, the Elgato is fresh. All the icons are erased, you know, like on a clean slate on this one, so it's great. So I'm gonna show you the sidebar because it's very interesting, and a lot of people have asked, what can it do? You know, what's the capabilities of this type of device? Game capture is for Elgato software, the game capture if you stream from there. There's different things you could do. If you stream from there, you can change scenes, record, take a screenshot, or go live, flashback recording, live commentary. So if you use this software, what you'll do is, let's say you want to change scenes, you'll just drag this over here, and what you'll do is when you're in the Elgato software, because I have no scenes linked, it's gonna ask me what happens when I press this button. So let's say if this is my be right back screen, just type this in twice because these 2 colors indicate off and on. So when you press the button, it'll be lit. If you press it again, it'll be off, which means it's not going to be in use. The Stream Deck knows when you press it and it goes to that scene, it knows to stay on until you switch from that scene. This be right back screen, or this scene I should say, when you click it to, not click it, but when you press it, it's going to bring your scene to the be right back screen, as long as you have it selected here. And the great thing about that is change these scenes on the fly if you need to in this software. So as you could see, it says please launch game capture. I don't use game capture. I use Streamlabs OBS. That's why there's nothing selected here, and you know, I can't click on the drop down because I don't use this software. So I'll leave that there for you. Next we have Mixer, which is the Microsoft streaming platform. You have chat message, viewers, clear chat, stream game title, slow chat, play ad, create clip, and open last clip. I don't use Mixer too much, so I know some of these features I didn't even know existed. I do know that they have them on Twitch. Same thing. You can drag something here. I'm gonna call this social. And the message is gonna say, you know, if you like what you see, please follow my Instagram. And you can put your URL there. And when you click away, it's ready to go. And it's already on my Stream Deck. And the buttons move as smooth as I move them here. So it's on the fly. So in other words, what this does is when you press this or spam it, it's gonna put this in the chat. The title is not gonna go in chat. What everyone's gonna see is what the message is going to say. The title's for you to see, so you know what the button does on the Stream Deck. And of course, no accounts are linked because I don't really use Mixer, but this is where you would do it. You would sign in, activate it, hit authorize, and then boom, you're done. The next one is OBS Studio. Similar to Mixer, similar to Streamlabs as far as, you know, setting up the settings. You know, you got Mixer audio, so if you want to actually, I haven't messed with this one, but I believe you can actually pick which audio device you want, and you can actually control the audio levels if you want. Rather than doing it on the software, you can do it from a click of a button. And I believe you can raise or lower the volume audio on here. Personally, my favorite is Source. Source is an MP3 file, an image, a media type of file, video, audio, picture, GIF. Based on what software you're using, everything is none here because I'm not using OBS. But if I was using OBS, I would have my scenes selected here and I would be able to choose what I want to do with that. So on Streamlabs here, this is pretty much what I use as my streaming software. I don't use all these functions, but I do use media source a lot, and I will show you later what my media sources do. They play audio clips, they play video clips. So same thing like you saw previously. If I wanted to add a source, now this is gonna work because I already use Streamlabs. It knows that it's synced. I'm already signed in, so it knows to look for any scenes I have set up already. So you give it a title, give it a test, give it a test. The collection is the type of overlays that you're using. So this is my overlays title. That's the theme that I'm using. I have two other ones that I don't use. So you can actually pick on the fly which one you want it to sync to. So scratch the cough. So you would choose your scene. Okay, where do you want this to take effect? So main is where everything happens, and don't be alarmed, you're gonna see a lot of things here. So I do have a lot of stuff here. I have the F1 all the way through F7 are my Fast and Furious clips that I play. I have little snippets. So what happens is, you know, if this is a test one and I have something here that I want to play, let's say I have a picture and it's a picture of a skyline. So when I click skyline and I press the button test, which I should have renamed skyline, it'll pull that picture or it'll turn that source on. Right now it's disabled, but when I hit the button, it's gonna enable it and turn it on. If I click it again, it'll disable itself. What's nice about the Elgato Stream Deck is as I'm pressing the physical button, you can see the green outline, which means it's on. When I press it again, it's offline. You have the offline, and then the one with the green in the background is online. For the source. For the social, if it's not linked, you're gonna get a yellow caution sign on the Stream Deck itself. If your account is linked, you'll get a green check mark indicating that the message went through to your platform. So because I use Twitch, I know that my commands will go through because my account is logged in on the Stream Deck software. So a lot of this is straightforward, and although they have lots of YouTube tutorials on this pretty much walks you through. You can also do stuff with Twitch. You can do a chat message, which is what I had. I had one for my social media and one for YouTube. So again, title, call it what you want. Message for what everybody sees when you hit the button. You can play an ad. You can do sub chat only. So I believe what that does is, I believe it puts the chat in sub mode only, so that only subs can chat instead of regular viewers. Then you have slow chat, which means it slows down your chat so you can keep up with all the messages that are coming through. Emo chat, create clip, which is nice. You can create a clip on your live stream. I have not implemented that yet. I know some people who are gonna find that very attractive, because I know some people want to clip something middle of the stream. They either ask somebody in the chat to do it, but somebody in the chat might have stepped away, so they'll have to do it the next day when the stream is over. So this might be something for those of you who like to clip stuff on the fly while you're streaming. This might be for you. This might be a feature for you. And I believe when you clip it, I don't know if it's going to do the last 30 seconds. So I haven't tested that, but this is something you might want to play with. And an open last clip will just open, I guess, what you just did, which will play it on the stream, which is nice. I don't use XSplit. I don't stream on YouTube. But for those of you that use XSplit or YouTube, XSplit's going to be similar to Streamlabs and OBS. And YouTube is very limited. It looks like you can display your viewers on... You can show the number of YouTube live stream viewers. I believe it'll pop up on your stream. So if you click that button, it'll show the quantity. Chat message, same thing. So you can spam what you want in their socials. Follow me here, follow me there. Everybody loves my hair, jot, jot, jot. So, Control Center is if you own any of Elgato's lighting. They have a key light, I believe. This is where it would be done. The key light allows you to control the brightness level, I believe, based on these settings here. And then you have the voice mod, which I haven't tested yet, but I believe you could do different voices, different voiceovers. And yeah, they got some nice settings here. This counter button down here for custom, when you click on it on the screen, it'll actually go up. So you can see my numbers going up. Don't know what happens when you when you hold it, it resets. So I guess if you wanted to play like the counter plus social, you want to see how many times you've clicked it or how many times you've done, but I think you have to do it at the same time. And then you have your CPU, which is not accurate, but it's not that far off. So I think it's catching up, so it fluctuates, but something neat to have. So it looks kind of cool. Now this is my definite favorite right here. So you go to more actions right here. I was in here earlier, so I had to scroll up. You have a bunch of stuff here that you can install. So the voice mod's installed already, which is why it was on the sidebar. And so was the CPU. The control center is for key light. If you don't know what that is, on the website you'll see it. It's an actual light that you can use, that streamers use to pretty much look good on stream. I'm just going to go through this slowly. Hang on one sec. So yeah, this is the more actions button. So I'm going to scroll through slowly. So as you can see, there's a lot of things you can install. I have very few things installed from here. It's really cool. Some of you may utilize a lot of these, some of you may not. It's good to know that you can have these features at the tip of your fingers to install it. That is pretty much it for the software. Although it looks like it's a lot, it's very simple to set up. What you can also do, okay, so let's say you fit all 15 buttons with your favorite settings. So I'm gonna fill these in. It's like, uh-oh, what do I do? I filled all of these up, but there's so many more I want to do. What you do is you right click and you can move to a folder. So what that does is when you click the folder, you have a whole set of buttons here. Now you lose one for the back arrow. Now you're down to 14 instead of 15. But how cool is that? You can make layers. So you can go 2 layers in if you want. I don't know. I guess you can have infinite buttons. If you're crazy like that, try it out. So this is great. Back to my profile. So I have a folder for each of the Fast and Furious movies 1 through 8. So when I click on The first one, I have little titles that I know what they are. So I'll just go through a couple of them. I have audio clips, scenes. This is to transition. Test is supposed to be called main. Then I have a be right back, and the chat is just chatting. Because you can only fit a certain amount of text before it goes off the button. So I know that chat is just chatting. Be right back is be right back. And that I need to change to main. But it's cool. And then the purple is for Twitch. The blue, if you know what the blue one is for Twitter. Yes, you heard that right, Twitter. You can actually tweet going live as a tweet without going on Twitter's website. So as soon as I hit this button, myself is going to tweet automatically that I'm live without going to Twitter and saying, hey, I'm going live, check me out here, copy the URL. I'm already preset. I'm ready to rock and roll. Like, this is ready to go. You can even attach something if you want. If you want to add a picture of something with it. How cool is that? That is awesome. So now that you've seen most of this, the tiny little touches that they add as far as changing the font, where the positioning of the text is kind of cool, as well as the color. This is personally cool. You can actually change the icon that you see. So if you don't like to see what they provide to you, there's a bunch of other icons you can choose from here. And you can preview it and save it. And I believe you just upload it to the software once it's saved to your computer. So it's pretty nice. This software is awesome. For $150 for the 15 button set, it's not bad considering you can also make multiple folders. That is awesome. That's just like layers and layers of fun right there. So that's pretty much the software. It might look stressful because there's a lot of buttons, but to be honest, it's straightforward. It walks you through what to do, and it's just awesome all around. I hope this video walkthrough helped you out, and maybe it'll make you more confident and thinking, hey, maybe I can use this for my streams. I'll leave a link in the description below for where you can purchase this product. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to me. I'll have my social medias in there as well as my Twitch, and feel free to subscribe. Thank you and have a great day.